Week one of college football in the books. We had 5 great days of college football, Thursday to Monday, every single day delivered. That was awesome first week. Let's take a look at some of the takeaways that we learned. Number one, Ohio State, their defense has completely reloaded. They missed no steps from their elite defense last year. No matter how many people that they sent to the draft, they held Texas to virtually nothing offensively. I think Arch had like 36 passing yards going into the fourth quarter. Like they were elite. They caused turnovers. They had big stops on fourth down. They rattled Arch. I mean, Arch did not look great, but that's a hard place to go into and look good in your first start. And Ohio State defense, they really showed up. They were really impressive. They were probably the most impressive unit I saw all week this week. Speaking of which, I'm not sure yet what I learned on FSU Alabama. I don't know if Bama's terrible. I don't know if Florida State is good. That was like by far the most surprising and shocking result of the day. I do know that Bama looked not interested, and Florida State looked like they were playing with their hair on fire. So I thought it was a fun game. I don't know what to take of this yet. I don't know if Florida State is good. I don't know if Bama is bad. I do know that Kalen DeBoer has some serious questions to ask himself and to get his program ready because over the past season plus now we're entering year two, he has had some really head scratching losses. And these are losses that you just can't have. Double digit point spread favorites here. Who knows? Maybe Florida State is elite. I have no idea. But that was by far the biggest surprise of week one for me. All of the big time matchups delivered. The Ohio State Texas game was awesome. The Bama Florida State game was great, even though Bama got kind of smoked there. It was a awesome result, like a fun game to watch. Clemson LSU came down to the wire. We had the Auburn Baylor game was really great. Like all of these games, all of the games with the big time matchups. Obviously, you had Miami, Notre Dame. All of them delivered. It was a great weekend of football. I hope it's going to continue to be, and I think this year is going to be kind of crazy. I'm expecting like a lot of chaos because I'm not sure what to expect for a lot of these teams. LSU finally has a defense. Man, that they came out in that second half and they absolutely smothered Clemson. Clemson couldn't do anything. They couldn't get the ball. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't get the ball down the field. LSU was in the backfield pretty much the whole time. They caused Cade to scramble a lot. They came with a huge defense, a big time defense in a really hard environment to be successful in. So LSU has their defense has been what's been holding them back for like the past 3 years, 4 years under the Brian Kelly era, and man, they looked awesome last Saturday. So we'll see if that sticks for them. But man, if they got this offense and this defense, they're going to be a very tough team to beat this year. Man, the Nico saga could not have gotten off to a worse start. I mean, he was already down bad when he had left Tennessee for UCLA. I think everyone kind of realized that was a pretty big downgrade, but man, UCLA just got their butts whipped by Utah, and Nico was under pressure all game, did not look great. He's gonna have a really rough year, and this could really hurt his potential and his draft stock. So man, just a really tough look all around for Nico. Every year, every week, we do our Laws team of the week. This week is no other than Alabama. It can't be. There's no other team that fell flat on their face more so than Alabama this weekend. Just kind of touched on it, but Ty Simpson not looking good. No one really looked engaged. The defense was like lackluster and had no effort. Like it was just a sad day for Alabama. And who knows where they're going to go from here? But man, they are definitely our Laws team of the week. What about Arch? Does he bounce back? He had a really tough go of it, especially in the start. He was very inaccurate, overthrowing, underthrowing. He missed a lot of targets. Like he just really did not look like a good quarterback. And hand up, I'll be the one saying that at the beginning of the season, like I thought this Arch would be a top five quarterback in the country, and he certainly did not look like that last weekend. Granted, it was against arguably the best defense in the country, reigning national champs. So in Columbus. So yes, obviously he had a lot going against him, but he did not look all that great. So we'll see what happens. I assume he'll be fine, like what his potential will be. But man, he did not have a good day in his debut. Clemson continues to fall short against talent that is, equal and or greater. They were 0-3 against the SEC last year. Start off 0-1 against the SEC this year, and they were right there. That they LSU just came with a really good defense, and Clemson had no answers for it. They couldn't run the ball. And this has kind of been the story of Dabo and Clemson for the past 4 years now, kind of since their college football playoff runs in the four-team era. They just have not been able to get over that edge back to the Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson days. And they come up against these other big teams who have similar caliber athletes. They just kind of fall short. And that's continuing to do so. I do think that they will be fine. They will be playing in the ACC, and I do think that they'd have a really, really solid team. However, I'm a little skeptical of if they do make the playoff, what will happen, when they're in the playoff. I'm not sure how much noise they'll be able to make. But again, kind of rough day for Clemson, especially in the second half. And then lastly, the weekend ended with Chapel Bill. All the excitement for Chapel Bill, and he just kind of falls flat on his face. I mean, not to hit his falter, and he had 70 brand new players, and he's never coached college football before. I don't know if I was expecting that result, but I did not expect like this to be an overnight success story for him, and for him to, just because he's won 6 Super Bowls, to automatically take over North Carolina and be competing for the ACC championship. So he has a long way to go. That roster has a long way to go. If he plans on sticking it out there, I think he can have a major impact, especially bringing North Carolina to relevance. But I do think that this is a multi-year project for him. The stadium looked electric at the start of the game, so you had fans buy in, but also those fans that bought in, they left fairly early in the game. So we'll see. But those are my takeaways for week 1. Follow Big Body Ball CFB on all socials.